God, it's been so long since I've done this. This feels so weird. I gotta like psych myself up and shit. It's been like, what, like almost a month since I recorded a straight up vlog on a bike? Obviously, as per the last video that I put out that showed you what bike I have, you know I have an SV1000 now. Joined the leader bike squad. Big old banging V-twin. And it's not without its drawbacks. Especially right now because I had to literally like just buy a fucking new bolt for my shifter linkage because it buzzed off. Like it was crazy because I must have rode home from work yesterday while it was like barely on, because the bolt that holds like the peg down there, it was like completely gone, like just gone, not even loose, just out. Big old V-twin, a lot of vibes, a lot of vibes. Shit falls off, the engine is just like. So anyway, I just came back from Advanced Auto. I just bought some nuts. Yeah, so I figured I would do like a first impressions. I've had the bike for 14 days now, 2 weeks, so I've gotten pretty well acquainted with it. So after 2 weeks, it's basically my 2-week review / first impressions. So immediately, the bike is a lot smaller than the YZF, like a lot. The YZF was a big bike. This is about the size of like a, you know, typical 600, basically. Yeah, about that size. Like it's a lot less bike in front of me, if that makes sense. With the YZF, it was like a big old fucking windshield and fairings and shit. With this, there's a lot less going on up here, so it gives the bike a really small feel. And if I were to like do a naked conversion, like I kind of wanted to when I first got the bike, it would be even less. You would barely even be able to see like what's going on because the chin bar is kind of blocking like a lot of the bike on your helmet, like from view. So it's like you would only be able to really see the fucking headlight, and that's just bizarre to me. Like that's not really something I ever observed, because even though the Honda Rebel was kind of naked, it was you sat really low on the bike, whereas this you're sitting on top. I'm just gonna make this left because Pennsylvania Ave is a shit road. So immediately the bike felt like tiny, and it also felt lighter, a lot more flickable. Let's open it up. You know what? Fuck the size, man. This shit has loads of torque. Like, I kid you not, man. At red lights, like when the lights turn green and I have to like, you know, get going, that shit surprises me sometimes, even after 2 weeks. Like, there's times where this thing just like hooks up out of nowhere. It hooks up at like $2,000 and it's just like off. I'm just like, whoa. Just kicks me right in the ass. And sometimes like I'm honestly not ready for it. Like I'll be doing head checks like left and right in the intersection just to make sure no dickheads are running lights and shit. And next thing you know, like I'm just taking like a size 13 boot to the ass. I'm like, wait, that's my mom. What the fuck are you doing? Why are you walking in the street that way? You fucking, yeah, man, like the torque is fucking insane. The way it just kind of boom, just kicks, just boom. Like soon as the clutch slips out, like you're just in business, like it's ready to go. I will say that like down low, below like 2,500 RPM, the engine is a bit chuggy, and you can like feel it / hear it. Like I don't know if that's a problem with like the fueling or whatever. Like maybe it needs to be retuned or something, or if that's just a characteristic of a V-twin. Because so are you gonna go or no? Right now we're headed to the mall so I could get a fucking jack stand. Actually, that actually ties into my next point, in that this bike is fucking uncomfortable. You gotta love that gear-driven cam sound though. Sounds like a fucking supercharger. Listen to that. Thought that was a cop. Alright, fuck you. We're going to the front. Fuck you and your fucking cars. Fake twisties. But yeah, this thing is here we go. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, we're going to Home Depot to get a scissor jack because I want to change the rear shock. Now, hear me out. Yes, it's a beautiful, sexy performance Olin shock. I know, but it's uncomfortable. I don't know if that's like the twisties. Look at that. Did you like that? Wasn't even full throttle. That was like quarter throttle, and the bike is just like, time to go. Like, fuck, Jesus, calm down. It's not that serious, okay? We don't need that much torque right now. It's quarter throttle. But as soon as you let that clutch out, it's just like, boop. This thing will probably like wheelie like insanely easy, bro. I've never done a full throttle pull, but I'm fairly certain the wheel will come up. This thing's a brute. It's a brute. It's a bloody brute. Okay, let's get to the other side of this fucking mall. Anyway, yeah, the Olin shock on this thing, it's super like, it's just like insanely aggressive. Like, this thing is like made to be on the track, and it doesn't work on Brooklyn roads. Like, it's just too painful. It's actually painful. Like, it exceeds the point of uncomfortability and just becomes like ouchie, ouchie. It was suggested to me to get the shock rebuilt, but for the time being, I'm just gonna throw a stock SV1000 shock back on it. I ordered it already. Just sitting in my house. I have a scissor jack at home, but I need two, so I'm gonna lift it up by the frame sliders or the pegs. I haven't decided where. But to take off the shock, you got to take all the weight off the swing arm. With that said, I'm gonna pick up another one, so you know, both sides, 1, 2. Switch it out, give a little bit more comfortability. I'm also gonna get some bar risers, like some clip-on risers. I think these are about like a 1 inch. Have like a 1 inch rise maybe. But I'm gonna go for 4 inch rise because these bars are too fucking low. Like, they're mounted under the top clamp. The YZF had them above it, and that was like, you know, pretty damn good for around town. But these are like under it, you know? And even then, the YZF had a little bit of rise too. All right, let's find a good spot. I think this is a good spot. Oh, look at that sexy reflection. Oh man, that's a sexy bike, but the riders are even more sexy. You think he's single? My son's swaggy with their ashy ass feet. Should I just keep recording? Fuck it, I don't care, whatever. Alright, where's my disc lock? Oh, you hear that alarm going off? It's fucking lit. You ain't stealing my bike on the minos. Okay, we're in business. You guys want to go in with me? Don't run me over, I'm just a boy.
That guy needs more teeth. You guys see the jacks letting me know?
So, that shock is very uncomfortable. So what I'm gonna do is, like I said, I'm gonna take it off, put the stock SV1000 shock on it, soften it up for a little bit, get it rebuilt somehow, send it to somebody, I don't fucking know. Cause right now it's not really cutting it. It's too stiff. It's way too stiff. I'm gonna bring up the clip-ons about right here. You know, raise it up about 4 inches. Get some 4-inch apex risers. Bring it about here. They can swivel back, like they're fully adjustable, so you can swivel them back and then like angle it out. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. So like the bar will be like right here basically and up, and that would be like much more comfortable than like fully raised position street Rossi. I'll probably make like a series out of that, like make the SV comfortable again. That is in no way an allusion to a current American president. Oh. Super stiff, super stable, like, at all. I mean, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, you gotta catch this light. on his bus. Curve. A little bit chuggy at low RPMs. Not even like jerky, but just like chuggy. Like it if the bike's not warmed up, then it's a little bit if that makes sense. Don't know why there's a stop sign here, like, but we don't question the fucking government, else they come get you. Once again, never really done full throttle on his bike. I'm fucking terrified too. very strong engine braking from this bike too. It's like having a third set of brakes. Yeah, might throw a carbon seat on there just to give it all comfort to me ass. It's kind of weird having a nice bike and having to take like security precautions and all of that type of stuff. Like I gotta like chain it up and shit. Alarms, 2 alarms on it. When I go out, if I'm staying out late, I bring a cover, all that shit, and it's kind of annoying. And it also kind of sucks because like I wouldn't want to crash this bike. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not a beater at all. So I kind of missed that life, which I kind of predicted in one of my other videos, saying why I prefer older sport bikes. Let's take the tunnel. Watch this, guys. Gonna give it a nice rev in that tunnel. Get pulled over by the authorities. I think I might have scared that girl and I actually feel kind of bad about it. Treat Rossi. Alright, well, I'm gonna head to the bank. I think I'm done vlogging. Like at some point it's just gonna be dragging out. So today is Monday. You guys have a nice Monday. And I will see you on the next one.